So, some of you may have noticed, the default Unreal Engine teleportation movement system sucks. You have to wave your arm around, you've got to teleport, and it does not feel natural. In this video, we're going to be showing you how we can set up smooth locomotion so you can instead just use your left thumbstick to move forwards, backwards, left and right, exactly how you'd expect to in other popular VR games and applications, and most importantly, it's going to feel great. Hey there, my name's Luke, and in this video, we're going to be showing you how we can actually set up the smooth locomotion. It's a really straightforward setup, and we're going to be breaking this down into two parts. The first part is going to be us setting up the inputs so we can actually read the values from our controller for both movement and rotation. And the second part is going to be us writing the blueprints to take that input information and actually apply it to the character as movement, whether that's moving them forwards, backwards, left and right, or rotation. With all of that being said, let's jump straight into Unreal Engine and get started with those inputs. Okay, now that we're inside of Unreal Engine, the very first thing we're going to do, like I said, is set up the inputs. Now, these inputs, we are going to need the input actions, and then we're going to need to add them to the context. To create your inputs, I want you to go to your content folder and then just make a folder called inputs. You can put these anywhere you want, really. But inside of here, we need to create 3 input actions. These input actions are going to be for the locomotion, so the movement, on the left joystick, on the x-axis, and the y-axis, and then the turn. So we're going to need 3 of these. The first one I'm going to call IA_smooth turn. We're then going to create another one, and we're going to give it the name IA_locomotion X. And the next one, we're going to give this the name IA_locomotion Y. So now we've got these 3 input actions. Let's go ahead and set these up. So I'm going to start off with the IA_smooth turn. Double click on this to open it up. And what we're going to do inside of here is a couple of things. First things first, we're going to add a modifier for a dead zone. This dead zone modifier is essentially just going to make it so this does not trigger unless you're really intentionally pressing it. So if you only move it a little bit, it doesn't activate. But then the most important thing we're going to do inside of here is our value type. We're going to set this to be a axis 1D. The axis 1D float is just going to be a number value. That's all we want. We just want to know how far the person is pushing this. And then of course in blueprints, we can use this to add our rotation. So we just need a float for this. Then what we're also going to do is give this an action description, and I'm just going to give this the name smooth turn handler. And I'm going to go ahead and save this. With that done, we can now move on to our locomotion X and Y. So let's take a look at our locomotion X. We're going to do similar stuff, and I'm going to give this the asset or action description locomotion X handler, and I'm going to copy that. I'm going to change this to be an axis 1D because again we just want a number here, and then I'm also going to be adding in that dead zone modifier. Then we're going to go ahead and save this, and we're going to do the same thing for IA_locomotion Y as well, and we're going to set this to be locomotion Y handler. Value type is going to be axis 1D. Value type is going to be axis 1D float. And we're going to add in that dead zone modifier as well. Then we're going to go ahead and save this. So at this point, we now have our 3 inputs and we're able to start detecting input in the way that we need to. Even though we have these inputs, they're not necessarily hooked up to the player just yet. They're not in the default context. Let's go ahead and jump straight back into Unreal and add these to the context so we can actually read these in our blueprints. So inside of Unreal Engine, what I want you to do is find your VR pawn or your XR pawn. Easiest way to do that is to go to Window, World Settings, and then on the right hand side, you should be able to see if our game mode override is set to BP_XR game mode. We can find this under our default pawn class. Choose the folder and magnifying glass icon here to browse to that, and then double click on it to open it up. Inside of here somewhere, where we've got our begin play code, there should be something that says add mapping context. This mapping context is just telling the player blueprint which key bindings should be active. So we can see here, it's adding imc_default. I want you to go ahead and browse to this, and then find it in your content browser and double click on this to open it up. Inside of here, we're now ready to start adding in our own key bindings, or our own input actions that we created rather. Okay, so inside of here then, we want to add in our newly created input actions, but you can probably see there's some stuff in here from the old system, which is IA_move and IA_turn. I want you to go ahead and just delete those two for me, as we're not going to need them anymore, as we've created our new system of our own. Then what we're going to do is go to add mappings, and we're going to add in these input actions that we created. So let's search for smooth turn and put this in to start with. And then we're going to choose the key binding for this. Now, this is going to vary based on whether or not you are using the Quest 3, the Valve, or so on. But for me, where I'm using the Quest 3 or the, any of the Oculus headsets, I can just go to Oculus Touch. Yeah, it's the right-hand controller for our smooth turn. And I'm going to look for my R thumbstick. And then with this, you can see we've got up, down, left, right, and so on. It's the x-axis that I want that's going to trigger this. Then what I'm going to do is take my IA_locomotion X, and very similarly, I'm going to search for my Oculus Touch, and then this time it's thumbstick, but it's the x-axis. And then I'm also going to be adding in our IA_locomotion Y, and with that it's going to be our touch left and then thumbstick Y axis this time. So with that, we can now leave this as it is, so go ahead and save it. So at this point, our inputs are now fully set up. We've got our input actions, they're in our default mapping context, and we're ready to start taking that data and feeding it into our blueprints. With that being said, let's move on to section 2, where we're now going to get the code into our character blueprint and get that character moving. Let's jump into Unreal and open up our XR pawn. So back inside of Unreal Engine, like I said, I want you to open up your XR pawn again. And then inside of here, I just want you to find some empty space. And what we're going to be doing is setting up a few different things. We're going to be setting up the input for the smooth turn and then the locomotion. Let's start off with the smooth turn first, as it's going to be very quick and easy. So what we're going to do is right click and search for smooth turn, which should give us our event for when the player starts doing smooth turn. And then from this, what we're going to be able to do is start rotating the player. So with this, you can see we've got triggered, and you can see we've got an action value. The action value is how much they are actually moving, or how much they're trying to push it. So what we can do is basically take this and add a rotation to the player. So to do that, we are going to right click and add actor world rotation, and we're going to put this into our triggered. Now it's going to allow us to rotate the player on the X and the Y axes. We're not going to do that because we don't want to move them up or rotate them up or down, or we just want to move them on the Z axes. So we're going to take our delta rotation and we're going to split this. And what we could do is just put our action value straight into our delta rotation Z. But we're probably going to want to have a little bit of control over this. So I'm actually going to break this. And what I'm going to do is create a variable, and I'm going to give it the name turn rate. And I'm going to set this to float. And what I'm going to do with this variable is essentially take that action value and multiply it by that variable to essentially allow us to control that speed. So let's give that a go. So action value, drag out from that, and we're going to multiply it. We're going to get a reference to turn rate, and we're going to drop that in there, and we're going to put this into our Z. We're going to set our default value of turn rate, and before you can do that, you just need to compile, and we're going to set this to 1. But what we should have now is a system where we can rotate the player with that right thumbstick. Let's go ahead and compile this, save, and test it out. Okay, so now that we're inside of VR, looking around, our player is still good, but if I hold down my right thumbstick, you can see now I can rotate left or I can rotate right, and that's working exactly as we want it to. Albeit it is a little bit too slow, and that's why we made that turn rate variable. So let's just go ahead and increase the speed of this. So back inside of Unreal Engine, just going into our BP XR pawn. Then inside of here, go to our turn rate, and I'm actually going to double or even triple my speed. Going to press compile, save, and we're going to test it out again. Let's see how it looks now. Okay, so back inside of VR then, just looking around, all good. And then if I use that thumbstick now, you can see it's going to rotate me around much, much faster. Perfect. Okay, so that's great. We've now got our blueprints for our rotation all set up and good to go. All we need to do now is just get it so when you push this left thumbstick forwards, it's going to add movement to make you go forwards. Just a little bit more blueprint and we're there. Let's jump back into Unreal. So inside of Unreal Engine, open up our BP_XR pawn. Okay, inside of here, there's one thing that we need to do before we can start setting up our locomotion. Go over to your class settings and find your parent class, and I want you to change it from pawn over to character. By doing this, it's going to change our blueprint to allow us to add movement abilities. And the reason for that is the pawn isn't going to give us access to the character movement component, whereas the character parent class is. So we can see we've got this. And we're now ready to start adding in the blueprints. So the first thing we're going to do is search for our Locomotion X. And we're going to start writing in our blueprint, which is essentially going to add movement input. That's straightforward. But in terms of the direction for us to move the character in, we've got to calculate that. Now, the way we're going to calculate that is by taking the direction that the character or the camera is looking at and use that to add it in. Let me show you how that works, and I'll explain the logic in just a second. So what we're going to do is in our components in the top left, we're going to get a reference to our camera. Then with this, we are going to get our right vector of this. And then we're going to take our right vector and we're going to put this into our world direction, as this is going to set up the movement, the axes for us. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable, and I'm going to give it the name movement speed. I'm going to set this to a float, and I'm going to get a reference to this. And I'm going to make sure I set my default value down to 1. And I'm essentially going to multiply this movement speed here by our action value, and we're going to put that into our scale. So this is now going to have our controller moving us left and right, not forwards and backwards, but left and right at least. Now, in terms of the logic and how this works, we are essentially getting the camera, we're getting a reference to, like the directional vector, and we're putting this into the world direction so we know how to move this according to that X value. And then we're just multiplying it by the movement speed for us to, be able to change how fast our player is going to move. Before we do the Y, which is forwards and back, let's go ahead and test this and see how it looks. Compile, save, and press play. Okay, so inside of Unreal Engine, I can now use my left thumbstick to move left or right. I can't do backwards and forwards at the moment, but I can do left and right, which is the main thing. So we're halfway there. We now just need to do the Y, which is going to do our forwards and backwards. So our forwards and backwards is going to be super fast because we know we can now just go into our XR pawn and we can do exactly the same as we did here, but for our forward vector. So we're going to search for Locomotion Y, and we are going to get a reference to our camera. We are going to get the forward vector. And then with this, we are then going to take this and we're going to add movement input on the triggered. And the action value is going to be our movement speed, and it's going to be our action value multiplied by our movement speed and dropped straight in there. If we go ahead and compile this, save it, we should now be able to move forwards, backwards, left and right. Let's give it a go. Okay, so now that we're inside of VR again, what we can do now is use our left thumbstick, and with that I can go all the way forwards, I can go backwards, I can even go left to sort of move down here. And as you saw there, I had collision, I've got gravity, and that's all thanks to the character movement component. So some of you may be wondering, hey Luke, how come suddenly our movement for the rotation is no longer working? And that's because we changed from a pawn to the character class. Now, it's just one tick box to get that working again. So let's jump into Unreal and sort that out. So open up your BP_XR pawn. And then inside of here, like I said, it's one checkbox. If we go to the top, our BP_XR pawn, search for controller yaw. The setting here for use controller rotation yaw, we want to turn that off, so it's false. Hit compile, save, and then press play. Let's test it out again. So back inside of VR, still got our movement, but then I can also use that right thumbstick to look around just like that, and I can now move everywhere that I need to. So that's it. We've now got a complete locomotion setup. We can move forwards, backwards, left and right with the controller, and we can also move around as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, I know it took a little while to get there, but a lot of it is just understanding inputs and then understanding some simple blueprints as well. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about that, I definitely recommend that you check out my VR Ultimate course, where I'm going to teach you everything you're going to need to know about both inputs and blueprints, and we're going to create some awesome projects along the way as well. That's everything for this video though. I hope you have enjoyed it. As always, stay awesome, keep creating.